In today's video, I am going with my friend George to caddy for him in a tournament. If you're local to Illinois or central Illinois area, or maybe even like Chicago area, you've probably heard of the Mississippi Open. It's in Sterling, Illinois at Mississippi Park, right on the, I think, Rock River, maybe. It is a 24 or 7 hole course. I think they played 24 in this layout. So I'm gonna follow him, I'm gonna try to help him do better and all of that good stuff. So let's hop into the video and check out some shots from George, and then I'll talk more during round 2 than round 1. Round 1 is just kind of like pure random clips. So guys, let's hop into the video and enjoy. A little low, but good line. Good 3. Oh, you just put it so high. Oh, that's so lucky. George. Got him a little bird. That was a great shot, George. Sub. Oh, it turned too early. That's okay though. That's a mistake to make. George has a sick bumper too. There you go. That'll be fun.
Yeah, nice shot.
Nice. Oh, pop the top off. Oh. This man needs to putt better. This man needs to putt better.
Will we do it?
No. We'll find out on this episode of Gary's Vlogs. And Brennan won't be in here because he's playing MPO.
Playing up today.
But he's gonna probably be able to play down after this, because unless he goes, just rattle off like a 1070.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then it takes care of itself.
A 770 is more like
770 would be difficult.
I'd settle for a 970 at this point.
All right, I don't know what you guys saw from that round. George just needs to putt better. That's it.
Inconsistent is key. Always inconsistent.
Also, if you play Mississippi, they have Mach X's here now for some reason, and it looks good. It looks better when the putts go in the basket, though.
It just makes the C tier so much better when the baskets are new. Instead of old Mach 3s, like, it's such a difference.
Yeah. All right, so he's about to start round 2. We worked on putting for about 20 minutes. Hopefully he does a little better. Trying to be quiet here because they're 2 minutes now. But I'm going to try to make sure he makes more confident decisions. Our goal is going to be even or better this round. Very obtainable. So let's see if we can do it. I'll show you some clips. I'll play. Good bed. Oh, come on.
Good shot. Good shot. Come back.
It's catching the road.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright, so he had a par, kind of a birdie on a tweener hole, and a birdie on a par 3. And he just went OB and then chained out of a putt for a double. So sitting 1 up right now, not too bad. I'll play.
There you go. Yep. Great shot. Right basket.
CTP. Good 2. So George just got a really good birdie. And now he's up on this hard par 4. I'm spotting, so I'm gonna flip this camera around. Oh, it's so early. He was very out of position, but now he has a putt for par. It's maybe like 25 feet. He's got it. Oh, off the top. And that's what I wanted last time.
Beautiful.
Mr. Branch. There you go. So here's a tidbit right here. This guy just made the Mando. Then he rolled back. And the new Mando rule screwed him. Where he cleared the Mando but cut rolled around it but back across the line. So now he has to take the Miss Mando shot. It's just not a good rule. Well, look at that putt. He just subscribed to the channel too, so I gotta give him some love. He'll like to see that I recorded it. You okay? Current situation. We're in the car. This man lost consciousness twice and scared the living hell out of me. I want to use so many words right now I can't use. But
I can't remember the last time I passed out like that. It's been probably 5-6 years.
guys, that was scary as hell. It's not hot or anything. He wasn't like that. It was straight up just from pain, I think.
Yeah.
And I kept saying that to people, and they're like, no. I'm like, I seriously think he was in so much pain he just passed out.
Yep.
Because that's the only reason in my whole life I've ever passed out is because of pain.
The last time I was close to feeling like that was when I tore my knee. And you were there then, weren't you? No, you weren't there.
I don't know where this day's gonna go. Maybe prompt care. We'll see. We'll be there. We'll get there when we get there. There was a crazy day. So what ended up happening? I'll just run it down for you guys if you didn't catch from the video. George was +5 after round 1, sitting in I think 11th out of 40th in MA2. George is a fantastic practice player, but he doesn't perform like he should in tournaments. So the only thing he seemed to be doing wrong all day was just putting. There are no real critical throwing mistakes. He had one, like wind flip him over, go be on a hole I can think of, maybe hit a couple trees, but took his medicine, wasn't trying to be over aggressive. Honestly, I was very, very happy with how he was throwing the disc. I'd say he was throwing the disc like a 950 rated player. Putting was just getting him. It was killing him in this day overall. So what ended up getting him in the end was crazy. So I'm gonna just paint this scenario for you guys, because in the video you're probably confused how George goes from being fine to throwing that drive and grabbing his leg. So on the previous hole, I saw him kind of bending down and doing like a weird like stretch lean looking thing, and I asked him if he was okay. He proceeded to tell me that he was fine. Was he fine? I don't think so, as you could tell what happened afterwards. I'm laughing now because of, you know, it's been like a week and we've experienced and moved past that situation. So what ended up happening is he grabbed his knee, or his leg, hamstring, and it was the weirdest thing. He wasn't really talking at all. He just kind of was sitting there like here, I'll try to. And I was asking him questions, you know, I was asking him how he was feeling, how he was doing, and the only thing I got an actual verbal response from was when I said, how bad is your pain level right now, 0 to 10? And he said, I think he said an 8 or a solid 8, something along those lines. And then that was literally all he said for about, I guess, 2 minutes. And he was sitting down on this bench. And then I literally walked a couple steps closer to him after I told his card to walk down the fairway. I was like, guys, I'll get him down there. If he can't walk, he can't walk. We'll DNF. Whatever happens, I'll go get his disc and whatever. So I go closer to him, and the next thing I know, I just see straight whites of his eyes, and he just falls. And I catch him from, he was seated down, like he would have like fell over really slowly. He still could have hit his head, whatever. He literally just slumps down and just goes limp, and I just put my hands on his shoulders and stop him from falling, essentially. So then I pull out my phone, I dial 911. I don't know proper protocol of anything of the sort, so I am trying to look for signs here. I look down, he's breathing just fine normally. He isn't seizing, anything like that. It was the craziest thing though. I've never seen anybody like pass out like that. And then of course, at the time, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm telling everybody like, hey, someone come here, help me. You know, I'm screaming these things. I'm obviously just saying them now, but a little more panic in my voice. We're right by Tournament Central, and Andrew and Josh, a couple people that are doing the vending, pop out, and like this guy sitting there with the cooler just happened to be on the same hole. We're kind of talking about like what we should do, and then the TD comes. It was crazy. So it ended up being like he snaps back into it probably like a minute later, and the same thing, he's just like staring into nothing, and we're trying to get him to be like comprehensive and like show us that he can actually respond to us and talk to us. Still hasn't said a word. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden, boom, goes out again. At this point in time, I grab a towel from his bag, dump a bunch of water on it, put it on his neck. It's doing absolutely nothing for him. Then luckily the guy sitting by the T-pad, Siri thinks I'm having a conversation with her. So as I'm sitting there trying to figure this out, the guy puts ice in a bag and then put the ice on his neck. And then this other guy, he comes back to again. He isn't talking straight away. Then after about 20 to 30 seconds, this guy who put the ice on his shoulder or his neck was also telling him to try to like squeeze his fingers. And I'm holding my camera so it's hard to, but he had his hand like wrapped around his arm or his finger, but he wasn't like squeezing it. And the guy's like, squeeze as hard as you can. And then all of a sudden he's like, it's getting better now. just like starts talking out of nowhere. It was crazy. And then I had to go get his truck. I had to sketchily drive it onto the course, pick him up, we put him in the truck, and then that's where the video you saw at the very end after the throwing occurred. This was the craziest thing I've ever seen while disc golfing. I've never seen anything like it. But George is better. I think, you know, I don't know whatever happened, if he went and got like a MRI or whatever the heck. But I know he's at least hobbling around now, and yeah, he's okay. That was just a crazy experience. So for fun, guys, if you want to put below the craziest thing you've ever seen during a disc golf tournament, comment that below. I'm interested to see and hear about it. But yeah, guys, so here is just a random crazy video for this week. I said crazy probably about 17 times in the last 4 minutes. Either way, thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and if you haven't already, consider doing so. I put out these videos once a week, and yeah, it's a grind, but I do enjoy it. So thanks to my sponsors, MVP, Plastic X, and Paragon. And thanks for watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next one.